Good morning. Welcome back to our yoga practice. It's kind of a mid-morning practice for me today. Took my time in the garden. Today I was thinking of giving us something a little bit more uplifting, some postures to get you to feel a little bit more uplifted. I don't want to say happiness because we kind of always say we need to search for happiness or find a happy place. So let's just work on feeling a little bit more uplifted, a little bit more open in the body, a little bit more loose, less tight, less pain. That would make us feel uplifted for sure. So uplifting postures, twists to get those good happy hormones to be released from the gut. Lots of heart opening, lots of movement up towards the sky to open ourselves up towards some light. And then just getting on with our day. So it's short and uplifting. Let's begin in our seated position, whichever one you're choosing. You can use that cushion underneath the seat if you'd like to raise the hips off the ground, or just find the earth through those sits bones. Move the meat out of the way if you need to, some of that extra quarantine meat that may be there. Spending a lot of time at home eating, I'll tell you that. And as you're grounded through your sits bones, find your seat so you're not sitting arched forward, but maybe bring the torso back over your seat and rise up from the seat, from your tailbone. And we just start breathing. Breathing space between each vertebra of your spine. Breathing length up through that spine. As you move up through the spine and you pass the seat and the belly and the hips, you'll notice the belly starts to strengthen, but not tighten with rigidity, just strengthen between the belly button and the lower back so your knees kind of fall to the ground and release any tension in the hips or some of the tension in the hips. And as you bring the breath higher, let's get up between those rib cage, the right and left sides of the rib cage, and allow the rib cage to inflate with the breath in, and then as you exhale, allow the rib cage to settle, not sink down into the gut, but just settle away from the shoulders and the neck and the jaw. And then you can breathe into the space between each rib. Let it stretch and open up so any constriction you felt around your chest opens up, and then release. Discovering how much more breath capacity you have in the lungs. And maybe taking that breath up between those shoulder blades and noticing any tension between the shoulder blades, and then up between the body and the shoulder blades, creating some space. Inhaling, opening up into the space. Exhaling, let everything just settle. Breathing into the tops of the shoulders. Let some weight from the shoulders just drop down through the elbows and the fingertips. Breathe up the neck. Imagine you're sitting up against a wall and the back of the head wants to be on the back of the wall, making that connection. Remember that creating length doesn't mean you're looking to where you're going, but you're rising up through the crown of the head. And you'll really feel that center strength brewing for you. And now just get those good cleansing breaths to move through all that space you've discovered in your torso again. It's amazing how day after day we can kind of shrink down into our bodies, not even being aware of it. And then if you take just 3 to 5 minutes to breathe the length up through your spine, you'll notice how much longer you're feeling. And it's so good for your health and your digestion to allow things to move through. Eases some aches and pains, maybe around the shoulders or in the hips. Take some breath into the jawline, around the eyes, the center of the forehead. Let's move right into some Kapalabhati breaths. Those are the short, sharp exhalations. I want to clear out some of that stale breath stuck in maybe the lungs, the diaphragm, create space and create some strength in the belly, and then we'll reconnect with those belly breaths after a few rounds of the short, sharp exhalation. So they look like this. You can slow it down or speed it up. I'll start with a moderate pace. Really use your belly strength to push that breath out. Let's begin. Take your inhale and let go. Taking an inhale. Second round a little bit faster if you can. Taking an inhale. Continuing with that pace or slowing it down. Inhaling. A nice long exhale. If you're feeling tension in your neck, give yourself a little stretch, roll out the shoulders. And then let's take 3 deep breaths, moving from the throat down into the lungs for your expansion, mid-body, and right down into the belly, into your pelvic floor if you can. Let's begin. Inhaling. Exhaling. Like a tube of toothpaste, just squeezing the breath out. Inhaling. Exhaling. One more time. And coming back to your breath. Good. Let's take an inhale. Raise the fingertips up to the sky. Stretch up through those fingertips. Ground those shoulders. We're going to wake up the neck with the fingertips reaching up. Take an inhale, look up. Exhale, chin to the chest. Good. Inhale, look up. Exhaling, chin to the chest. Look straight ahead. Take an inhale, stretch the fingertips up to the sky. You can bend the elbows if you want to. Exhale, ground and roll back and settle in. Keep the belly strong so you're not arching back. Inhale, stretch, crunch the shoulders. Exhale, rolling back and down. One more time. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. Good work. Let's hold for 3 breaths. If you want to, you can pump the hands, just giving a little bit more of a workout for the arms. If you feel your traps are working, forego this part. One more breath. Excellent work. Take an inhale. Push the palms up to the sky if you're able to. Clasp fingertips. Exhale, pull your belly button towards the back of the room. Arch the spine. Stretch out the back. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Stretch into the fingertips. And exhale, settle in. Let's do 3 breaths again. Pumping the arms or not. Keep the rib cage points pointing down towards your hips so you're not arching into your back. One more breath. Take an inhale, clasp the fingertips, push up through the palms. Exhale, pull the belly in, reach, 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 reach. Tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale, stretch it up. And now exhale, I want you to reach your fingertips back. Palms towards each other, thumbs down. You can lean into the fingertips or palms if you're having difficulty with this. Otherwise, have your fingertips just floating above the earth and reach those fingers towards the back wall. If you can, imagine you are holding a block between your hands back here. So give yourself a job by holding your imaginary block. Try not to hunch the shoulders into the back of the skull. Drop the shoulders and reach those fingertips away. One more big breath. Let's take an inhale, stretch those arms up, palms towards each other again. And last time, exhale, push the palms away, belly in towards that lower back, tuck the chin. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, flex the palms on the way down, keep the shoulders dropped. Good, roll the shoulders. Good, and let's extend the heels out towards the side. They do not have to be open wide. This can be your maximum, and it's not trying to get into a side split. We're just trying to open up the hips a little bit. Wiggle around, find your sits bones, make sure you're not sitting forward, arching into the back. If you are, maybe raise the hips up and allow the hips to be released. It shouldn't be tight here. If you need to, maybe roll something under the knees. Soften the strain if you're feeling that, so you get a stretch. Let's take an inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, going into a twist to the right side. Drop your right palm behind you. Good. Take an inhale, stretch it up. Exhale to the left side, left palm behind you, reaching your right fingertips straight forward. Good. Take an inhale, stretch up. We're going to do a little bit something different. Exhale to the right side. Now I want you to take your left hand, grab the top or the outside of your right thigh. So from here, take an inhale, lengthen your spine. On your exhale, strong belly. Open up that door from the right shoulder. One more time. Inhale, stretch it up. Use the strength from your belly and open from the right side. Drop that shoulder. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale to the left side, right hand to the outside or top of your left thigh. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale from your belly and open up from the left shoulder and left fingertips. One more time. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, twist, 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 twist. Good. Inhale, stretch it up. See if we can do it no hands. Exhale, both fingertips reaching to the front and back walls of the room. Take an inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, strong belly, open up from the right side. Inhale, turn to front, stretch. Exhale, twisting to the left side. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale from the belly and open up from the left shoulder and fingertips. Inhale, stretch it up. And exhale, reach the palms down, forward fold. So you can go to palms, forearm. Maybe your belly wants to reach the ground. It's up to you. Get a little stretch. Breathe. And then walk it back, pawing your way back. Nothing makes you feel more uplifted than pretending you're an animal and pawing your way through the wilderness. Let's take an inhale, stretch it up. That was a reach, I know. Exhale, side bend over to the right side. If you're not sure about your lower back, you want to put your hand in line with your hips and slide it away as far as you're comfortable. If you are able, you can reach your arm around and fingertips reaching towards the left heel and reach as far as you can with those left fingertips up and over, not collapsing in front. So keep the left shoulder on top of the right and reach. Try not to close over the heart. You'll create strain. Open it up. You'll actually feel lighter. Such a nice stretch. Both sits bones on the ground. Inhale, stretch it up. And exhale, modifying, hand in line with the hip or reach the left fingertips towards that right heel and right fingertips reaching away. Think of your right sits bone as if it's velcroed to the ground or crazy glued there, and you're reaching away from it so it cannot come off the ground. And you'll get your maximum stretch. Your lower back, maybe even your obliques are stretching. Depends on how open you keep your posture. Belly is strong. Make sure you're not arching into your lower back. Inhale, stretch it up. And exhale, hands down. Let's come to a butterfly, not actually a butterfly, more of a diamond here. And just fold over. So releasing any tension in the hips and that lower back area. A lot of that heavy emotional tension can get stored from the belly into our hips. So it's always good to check in with that tension. And that can go right into your lower back. If you want to bring the heels in a little bit further, now we're going into our butterfly, kind of like a bound position, holding onto the toes or the feet if you want. And you can fall over here. You can use your elbows to deepen the stretch into the knees if you'd like. Really just taking it to where you can breathe. As always, following your breath for each posture, each sequence.
And if you're not breathing, you want to dial it back. When you're ready, take an inhale, roll it up bone by bone of the spine. You can have your hands for support. We're going to go right into 3 lion's breaths because, again, those make you feel a little uplifted and silly. Uplifted and silly seem to go hand in hand. Take an inhale, gather it all up to the throat, and exhale, let it go. 2 more. Last one. Releasing that head, neck, and jaw. One last time. Falling right over. And when you're ready, belly in towards the lower back. So that's your motor to roll you up. So you're supporting your lower back. And you're rolling up vertebra by vertebra. Rolling out the shoulders. Oh, a little crack here and there. Nice adjustment. Extend the legs out. Give them a little shake. Good. We're going to strengthen up the abs a little bit here. Go into some nice uplifting postures. So bend the knees, and then I want you just to stretch them out and flex those feet, toes up to the sky. Wiggle inside your hips, and then let the legs go completely. Find your sits bones. Inhale, stretch it up, moving into a forward fold. Remember, not to round the back, but hinge right here at your hips and lengthen your spine as much as you can, all the way down to your maximum, and then just let go for 3 breaths. You're not reaching or bouncing. If you want to ensure that, you can reach your hands behind you, but if your back doesn't like that, you need that support, fold your arms to where you feel comfortable. It could be rounded into the back. This is your most relaxing place here. Good. If belly is in between the thighs, good. Whatever is your most comforting passive fold. Let's take an inhale, reach forward, grab hold of your toes, your feet, a strap or your shins. Inhale, I want you to round into the spine, pull back on these feet. You can even have your hands resting over the soles of the feet. Exhale, letting go. 2 more times. Inhale, engage the belly, strengthen it up, round, drop the head, neck, and jaw. Exhale. 1 more time. Good work. Take an inhale, reach forward and rise up. And bend the knees, plant the feet just to where they're comfortable. If you need a little bit more support here, hands under the thighs or hands on the ground to walk you down, it's up to you. You know what, let's start with hands on the thighs. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rolling it down. Inhaling up. Exhale, rolling it down. So if you want to do no hands, you can inhale, stretch up or straight ahead. Exhale, rolling it down. We'll do 2 of these. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, roll it down. If you feel you can do a little bit more and your lower back is staying grounded, let's inhale, stretch. Exhale, let's see if you can slide your feet away. So they need to hover just above the earth. Flex those feet. You can lift the heels off. Inhale, so here it comes. Pull the thighs and the belly towards each other. Stretch, feet planted. Exhale, down. Let's do another one of these. Inhale, stretch it up. We're going to do 2 more of the ones you're choosing to do. Inhaling. Exhaling. I always lose count. I think this is 2, maybe 1.5. Inhaling. This will be it. Roll it down for a little break. And jostle out the body. Feel the inner thighs fired up. Maybe the hips a little bit if they're bothering you, feeling tight. Go into a butterfly here. Let the knees splay open. Give the hip crease a little bit of a stretch. And then when you're ready, take an inhale. Bring the knees over the belly. Wrap your arms around and just do little circles around your tailbone. One direction and then the other. So you're giving your lower back and your superior glutes, the top of your glutes, a little massage here. And no better pose to uplift you than a happy baby. I mean, it has the word happy in it. So let's grab hold of the toes or the feet. Open up the knees to the side. Just rock it out side to side. If you feel like your tailbone is off the ground, see if you can do some of those little circles, rolling around that lower back, maybe grounding the lower back, extending the happy baby if you want. Good. And then let's bring the knees back over the belly. Bent knee position. Keep your tailbone on the ground and your lower back. So ground your palms beside you. Take an inhale. Squeeze your knees towards your shoulders, not at the shoulders, but you want to lift the tailbone. And then exhale. Drop your tailbone, but reach your heels to the sky. Straight leg or bent, your maximum, but really flex those feet. Let's do that a couple times. Inhale, you're going to bring the knees towards your shoulders, lift the tailbone. Exhale, push that boulder away. Flexed feet, heels up to the sky. One more time. Remember in Star Wars, that part of the movie they were in the trash compactor? I've used this before. So you want that sensation that you are pushing the walls of the trash compactor open. So you're giving yourself an action here. It's very strong in the legs. Now we're going to go the other direction. Take an inhale, knees towards the shoulders, lift the tailbone, abs are strong. Exhale, push the trash compactor open in front of you. Bring your knees directly over your hips for a 90-degree angle. 2 more times. Inhale, squeeze the knees in, lift the tailbone, flex the feet. Exhale, stop the knees in line with your hips. 1 more time. And now we'll do these one after the other. Inhale, knees towards the shoulders, lift the tailbone. Exhale, ground the tailbone, so you're getting that counter stretch, heels towards the sky. Good. Inhale, knees towards the shoulders, lift the tailbone. Exhale, knees over the hips. If you want to take it to a full extension or close, you can. Just make sure your lower back is grounded. Keep going. Inhaling, lift. Exhale, push and drop the tailbone. Inhaling, lift. Exhale, 90 degrees or somewhere towards a full extension. 1 more time, each direction. Inhaling, lift. Exhale, good work. Inhale, lift. Exhaling. Take an inhale, bring the knees back over the belly. Release the feet, roll some circles for your ankles. And rock it out side to side. Release the soles of your feet to the ground, palms on either side of your hips. Take an inhale, start rolling from your tailbone, vertebra by vertebra, up towards a bridge. This is it, nice and simple. Just strengthening that lower body, opening up any tension around the hips, letting the belly and gravity just settle the belly in towards the lower back. 1 more breath here. Feel the soles of your feet and the edges of your feet connecting to the ground, but not your toes gripping. Spread your toes out. Take an inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale, start rolling from the uppermost vertebra that's off the ground all the way down towards that lower back. Rock the knees out side to side. All right, this next part gets everybody smiling in class. So we're going to bring the knees in. You're going to give a little hug in. You can hold on to the knees. You can use the ground as your support. This helps a little bit more. And exhale, come up to your squat. You can hold on to the knees. Let's take an inhale here. We're going to reverse the breath. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, roll yourself up. You want to release the hands. Exhale, roll it down, hands on the ground. Inhale up. Exhale, roll it down. You want to go to a full squat. Inhale up. Exhaling down, inhaling up. Keep going with what you're comfortable with. If you want to end up in a crow, inhale, steady, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And wherever you're going now, we stay. Good work. Let's release the feet to the ground, knees to the ground. Walk yourself back into the middle of your mat. Tabletop, open the knees. Exhale yourself to a child's pose. Stretch out that lower back. Forehead, hairline on the ground. From here, you can just slide your left fingertips between you and the earth. Give a little stretch. Reach your right fingertips forward. You can also use your right hand to give a little pull on that left arm. Feel the shoulder releasing. When you're ready, take an inhale. Extend your fingertips forward. Exhale, settling in. And when you're ready, inhale. Slide your right fingertips to the other side, left fingertips reaching forward or using that left hand to pull the right arm. Bringing your left hand back, taking an inhale, extending your right arm forward, back to your child's pose. If this is where you need to stay for the remainder of your practice, if that's what your body's telling you, then you take the time. Stretches that need longer, you honor what your body's telling you and give yourself time to feel good into each posture and stretch. You'll catch up eventually when your body feels ready. Let's take an inhale, come to a tabletop position. Bring the knees under the hips, the wrists under the shoulders. Let's roll those elbows in and a slight bend back. I don't want to have them locked here because you push a lot of stress into the wrists, but a nice kind of support from the shoulders down into the palms. Open every finger. Take an inhale, extending your right heel to the back wall. We're not opening the hip, we're keeping it dropped. And we want to flex the foot so the toes are pointing down. Good. Keep the belly strong here so you're not arching. Good. From here, we're going to take it into a little bit of a balance. You're going to want to open your right hip. So the right hip is on top of the left. So now your toes are pointing in front of you rather than down to the ground. So a nice way to open up the hip. If you feel stable here, bring your right hand to your heart. Take a breath. And then when you're ready, take an inhale. Peel open the right shoulder, opening from the heart all the way up towards the sky. So it's like a modified half moon. There we go. Found the words. Hold your balance. Take an inhale, reach. Exhale, right palm to the ground. Close the hip, but keep the leg extended. Open up the palms. Take an inhale, bring the knee in towards the belly and round the spine. Exhale, extend with power, not with arching. Inhale, squeeze the knee into the belly and the chest. Exhale, extend straight. One more time. And on your exhale, you're going to drop your right foot between your palms. So settle in here. From here, let's take it up. Reach up towards the sky with the fingertips. Exhale, settling in. Keep the knee behind the toes here. Roll the hips towards each other so you're not sitting in your right hip. Inner thighs are rolling towards each other. You can mudra your fingers here. Take an inhale, look up. Exhale into a crescent, reaching back. Good. Take another breath. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, stay. So you can stay on this back knee. If you want to, you can bring your hands above your front knee to help you. We're going into a high lunge. Or you can just tuck the toes. Take an inhale. Exhale, push towards the arch, lift off of that back knee. And when you're ready, settle into this posture. Again, rolling the inner thighs towards each other, trying to even out those hips. So now we're in a nice high lunge. Adjust yourself as need be. You can place your hands on your tailbone and allow it to settle. Good. Or you can have your arms raised. We're going to do some dips here, just very slight. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend into that back knee. Inhale, try and stretch it. Good. Exhale. Inhale, stretch it. One more. Exhale, you can bend deeper into the front knee. Exhale, trying to stay at that deep level and stretch. Take an inhale, rise up, off of the back toes. Exhale, roll to the outside of your back foot, coming into a warrior one. Roll V. left shoulder forward, settle into that front knee. Good, feel the outside of your back foot. Let's take an inhale. Exhale, come to your warrior two. Let's add some movement. Inhale, revolve it. Exhale, reaching forward. If you want to, you can drop the knee, the fingertips, or you can wrap your right fingertips around your rib cage. Reach your left fingertips forward if you'd like. So you're kind of resting on top of your right thigh. One more breath here. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, palms to the earth. Let's bring the back toes and knee to the ground, top of the back foot. Take an inhale, bring yourself back to a child's pose. Open up those knees. And settle in. Take a breath or a few breaths. Let's move to the other side. Come up to a tabletop on your inhale. Square the knees with the hips. Roll the elbows in, slight bend. Fingers open. Take an inhale, extend your, left heel to the back wall this time. Good work. Keep the elbows rolling back. Stretch that leg. When you're ready, take an inhale. Roll the back hip, the left hip on top of the right. And if you feel stable here, then you're going to bring your left hand onto your heart. You can look at the ground for stability. When you feel like moving on, take an inhale, peel open your heart, lifting the left shoulder out of the heart with your hand and reaching the fingertips up to the sky. If that's a bit daunting, put the hand on your hip. Hold your balance and breathe through it. Feeling your confidence, strength, and stability moving through you with each breath. Take an inhale. Exhale. Let's return the left palm back down to the earth and close the hips, still turning the left toes down to the ground. Let's take an inhale. Squeeze the left knee in, rounding. Exhale. Extend with power. Inhaling. Exhale with power. Keep the elbows rolling back. One more. We hold it here. And then exhale the foot between the palms. Let go into it. Give a nice low lunge here. From here, you're going to take an inhale, reach the fingertips up to the sky. You can pull back a little bit and then exhale, release a little bit more into it. Try not to release into your lower back. Get that stretch for your back leg. You can pull the hands together or keep them kind of like shoulder width apart. Inhale, looking up. Maybe that's your maximum. Exhaling if you want to, back. Another breath. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, stay right here or put your hands over your front knee. Tuck the back toes. Let's do it on an inhale, push to the back heel. Exhale, settling in. A nice high lunge, close the feet together more if you need to. When you're ready, take an inhale. Exhale, bend that back knee just a little bit. Inhale, see if you can stretch the back knee, maybe keeping the new depth in this. Inhaling. Exhaling. Good. Inhaling. Exhaling. Good. Take an inhale, rise up, push off your back toes. Exhale, roll to the outside of your back foot for warrior one. Motivate forward with your right side. Take an inhale, stretch. Exhale, warrior two. Good work. Inhale, revolve it. Exhale, reaching forward. You can hug your rib cage, reaching forward, or you can use your hand or elbow for a little bit more support. Breathing. Good. Take an inhale. Open it up. Exhale, palms to the earth. Back knee, top of the foot. Take an inhale, float your front leg back. Open up those knees. Exhale yourself to your child's pose. Take 2 breaths or more. If you feel ready, take an inhale, pass through a tabletop position. On your exhale, push off your palms, tuck your toes, bring yourself back to downward facing dog. You're pulling your sits bones to the back top corner of your space here. Heel toe the feet out, open up every finger. Allow the shoulder blades to release down the back. And when you feel ready, start pawing your hands back to walk your feet towards your hands. I was so sure I was saying the right thing. Your hands towards your feet. Shake it out. Once you arrive in your fold, you can have a slight bend in the knees. If it feels good to stretch it out, allow it to let go into its stretch. Rock side to side, and then still the body, rock the head out. From here, let's work our way into a standing split. Inversions are good for wrinkles, so that's an uplifting thing. It's also good to have that blood flow move around, kind of shake it up a little bit inside the body with our inversions, like a lava lamp. So that's what we're doing here, hanging out. If you want to just stay in your inversion fold, go for it. If you want to move into your standing split, take an inhale, bend your right knee, bring the heel towards your glutes. Exhale, reach the toes up to the sky. Start by opening your hip first, not closing it. Good. And then from here, I want you to try and even out the hips. So your leg is going to drop a little bit more, but it's a little bit more difficult. Take an inhale for preparation. Open. Exhale, bend through the knee so you're protecting your back on the way down. Rock it out side to side. Shake out the head, neck, and jaw. Let's move to the other side. Inhale, bend your right knee so the heel is towards the glutes. Exhale, opening the hip and lifting the toes to the sky. And then when you're ready, close that hip. So evening them out. And now trying to get into your standing split. A little bit more difficult. If you have it, you feel comfortable, you can always reach for the back of the ankle. Take an inhale, lift, exhale, bend through the knee, foot to the ground. Rock it out side to side. When you're ready, take an inhale, rolling up bone by bone of your vertebra. Belly is pulling up towards the sky, so exaggerate the rounding. All the way through to your Tadasana, opening the palms or just letting them fall beside the body. A couple of breaths here. If you need some help settling that lower back, just place your hands over your tailbone or just below the hip line and let the strength in your belly rise up through the torso. Just a few standing sequences and then back down to the ground. When you're ready, let's take an inhale, stretch it up. On your exhale, twist open towards the right side. So twist from your hips up, not into your knees. You're going to grind into those knee joints. You rise up and then exhale. Really keep the legs strong and long here. Take an inhale, look to your left fingertips in front, reach them up while your right fingertips reach down. If your lower back is already feeling a little pinchy, you stay right here and maybe put your right palm just over your tailbone. If you can go further, take an inhale, look up to the fingertips. Exhale, lift your heart to the sky and maybe releasing back. Be careful of your lower back. Inhale, stretching up, look to the front. Exhale, twist in the opposite direction. Remember, from the hips upward, we're twisting. Inhale, look to your front fingertips, raise them. Drop your back hand, maybe onto your tailbone. Take an inhale, rise. Exhale, maybe a back bend, maybe not. It depends on your comfort. Inhale, stretch it up. Twist to the front. Exhale, release the hands down. Roll the shoulders back for 3, 2, and 1. Let's take an inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, hands through heart center, sitting down into a chair pose. Good, as deep as you're comfortable. Stretch from the sits bones up through the shoulders. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sit a little deeper. Let's bring the left elbow to the outside of your right knee if you can. Inhale, lengthen, drop the seat. Exhale, twisting. One more time. Lengthen. Exhale. Good work. Inhale, reach the fingertips forward. See if you can stay. Exhale, hands through to heart center. Twist to the opposite side. Hook the right elbow. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twisting. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twisting. Inhale, turn to the front. Stretch the arms up. Exhale, roll over the thighs, palms to the ground, maybe stretching those legs one after the other or keeping a slight bend. Bend into the knees. Soften out the neck. You have a slight bend or you're stretching your knees. Take an inhale, rise up slightly. Exhale. You're sitting back down into your chair pose or going all the way down to a full squat. Fingertips reaching up towards the sky. Take an inhale, push up with power, stretch. Exhale. Let the hands go. Roll out the shoulders again. Nice work. I'm going to turn towards you so you can see what we're doing next. Take an inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, let's swing the arms around and go into eagle pose for the hands. So if this doesn't work, a bear hug is great. Right elbow inside the left and twist. You can raise the elbows. Exhale, stay right here. If you want to add the legs, take an inhale. Exhale, bend into the knees. Let's cross the right knee over the left, twisting the foot around or resting the toes on the ground. Whoops, if they want to stay. Taking an inhale, lifting those elbows, exhaling, maybe folding into the body. It's up to you. Another breath. And when you're ready, plant both feet, stretch up to the sky, unravel. Let it all settle. Move to the other side. Inhale, stretching it up. Exhale, reverse the arms. Now you're planting your left elbow inside your right, or again, going into a bear hug. Whichever elbow was on top goes underneath. Take an inhale, raise the elbows. Exhale, staying right there or dropping them down. If you're adding the legs, take an inhale. Exhale, bend into the knees. Let's cross the left knee over the right, wrapping all the way around or dropping the toes to the ground. Good. Inhale, raise the elbows if you want to. Exhale, sitting, maybe dropping a little bit more. It's up to you how deep you want to take this. When you're ready, plant both feet. Take an inhale, unravel, stretch. Exhale, let it go. Just take a few breaths, enjoy the blood flow moving through your body, cleansing your body. Maybe let a little smile come upon your face if that feels like something that wants to happen right now. Just allow it to. And let's take it back down to the ground. Short and sweet. Inhale, stretch it up. I'll go to the side again. Exhale, bending into the knees all the way down to the ground. Extend the legs in front. Take an inhale, stretch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach forward and rise up. Exhale, rolling it down, bone by bone of the spine. Good place to be. Take an inhale, right knee in towards the chest. Give it a little squeeze. Exhale, peel open your right arm and drop your right knee to the left side. Little gentle spinal twist to finish. Keep your right shoulder grounded. When you're ready, take your inhale by pulling your belly button through your lower back, grounding your lower back, squeeze the right knee in. Exhale, slide it away, jostle the hips, even everything out. Inhale, left knee in, give it a squeeze. Exhale, peel open your right hand, left hand, and drop your left knee to the right side. Keep your left shoulder grounded. When you're ready, take an inhale by pulling your belly button through your lower back to the earth. Squeeze the left knee in. Exhale, slide that leg away. Jostle from the toes, through the legs, across the hips, the belly, the shoulders and chest, head, neck, and jaw. Take at least 5 breaths here in your Shavasana. More if you need it. If you feel ready, you can slide your feet in towards your hips, bending at the knees. Allow the knees to fall to whichever side is comfortable for you. Roll to that side. Maybe you want to stay here for another few breaths. This is such a nice, comforting posture. If you're ready, you can push off your palms, bringing yourself to the seated position we started our practice in not too long ago. But so much has happened in this short time that you gave yourselves. You unlocked some of those uplifting happy hormones from the gut with all your twists and deep belly breaths, so that's moving through your body. With your inversions, you had the blood flow kind of go topsy-turvy to move toxins and metabolic waste through the body, so you've cleansed out your internal organs and your systems. And you've built some beautiful, long, lean, strong, supportive muscles. Your body will carry you in that strength and allow you to have the strength to remain open and uplifted. Let's take a breath with our hands over our hearts, giving our hearts some support to remain open. Let that warmth from the palms soak in. And when you're ready, let's take our closing breath. Gathering all the goodness we've created around us, let's bring it down to heart center, looking down towards that heart as you exhale. Remember to feel good about what you've given yourself and feel good about your practice. Have a wonderful day.